Folks, let me start you guys off with a few questions. When last you seen Magnezone be good? When last you seen Metagross be good? Especially that one. When last? Hasn't been good for ages, has it? Been falling down. Are you lifer? Bronzong better. When last you seen the Rotom appliances be relevant in OU? The whole generation. Second DLC for Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, the Indigo disc, promises to bring new life into some of our older Pokemon that have yet to return and have already returned. This is done with the release of new TMs and moves that these older Pokemon could be granted. Supercharged Cell is a move that has been leaked and theorized to give an Omni boost after the second turn. For the first turn you charge power, the second turn you get a +1 in every stat. The distribution of this move includes our aforementioned friends. Magnezone on the list, Metagross gonna be supercharged, Rotom appliances time to charge up. This promises to bring new life into Pokemon that have struggled to keep their niche alive and floating. Metagross, it's not even in the game, but since Gen 5 it has been falling flat on its face. Not strong enough, not slow enough, not fast enough, too inconsistent with sweeping, too inconsistent as a stealth rocker, too inconsistent as a steel type. Metagross has fallen the hardest of all of these guys. But this new move of Supercharged Cell giving an Omni boost with a power herb, it's just gonna be incredible for these guys. These guys have the correct typing, the correct stat distribution, and the correct ability. And all three factors are linked for these guys. Metagross, it hasn't been good for a while. It's not consistent offensively and is outclassed defensively by other Pokemon of similar typing like Jirachi and Bronzong. So there's not much need to use Metagross. And weakness policy Agility Gross was very inconsistent, yet you hoped your opponent didn't know what you were doing. Even if they didn't know what you were doing and they gave you a weakness policy boost, you just had to hope they didn't have the correct counter, the correct phasing move, like Hippowdon for example. +2 Metagross is never breaking through Hippowdon at full with Meteor Mash. It's gonna roar you out or Earthquake you into oblivion. Now, the buff of an Omni boost for these guys. As discussed, Metagross's stats are so high, so if it can boost my speed as well as all my stats without having to rely on the element of surprise by getting a weakness policy boost or luck, by getting a Meteor Mash attack boost, Metagross has potential to sweep and clean games in the late game. And I cannot be intimidated and have my stats dropped because of clear body. Defensive stats are so high for this Pokemon already, but just imagine I boost them all by 1, and I boost my attacking power, and I can terrestrialize out of my weaknesses. It's going to be very difficult to bring down Metagross, even though it's not that fast after a boost. The consistency of having so many heavy hits coming off Metagross's high attack stat will more than make up for the fact that it's not that fast. The bulk and attack power will more than make up for it. And the fact that recovery moves were nerfed, so good luck trying to slack off all of my Meteor Mashes and Earthquakes. Magnezone always had his niche of trapping steel types, but right now in Generation 9 the steel types do not fear Magnezone one bit. I'm telling you folks, sturdy Magnezone with the power herb is the way to go. We boost all our stats by 1 and we're so tanky after that, and we got a free setup because we might have come in versus a steel type that fears us and ran and decided to stay in or U-turn out. We could grab a second power boost and double our stats. I think Magnezone has the mind games, the ability, and the stat distribution to make it work. The speed is irrelevant, it's the bulk of these Pokemon that will make Supercharged Cell relevant competitive move in Generation 9. The only Rotom appliance I'm convinced will be good enough to use Supercharged Cell accurately and consistently is Rotom Wash. Rotom Heat and Rotom Mow have the side effect of dropping their special attack with their special attacking moves like Leaf Storm. Are you not gonna run your stab moves? No, I don't think so. Hydro Pump does not drop any stat, but at the cost of some accuracy. Rotom has the speed, the bulk, and the ability, along with terrestrialization helping it out with such a great ability, to make Supercharged Cell work. They took away Paint Split. So, let me just go offensive. When have you heard of a Rotom sweeping game? This is the generation for that to happen. And that's all I'm gonna mention for now, folks. I'm not gonna go through the tier and predict how this might impact the metagame, because this is all still hearsay. When things become a bit more official, we'll have another discussion regarding how it will impact the metagame. But for now, keep it in the back of your heads. These guys have the potential to be receiving Omni Boosts in Generation 9 DLC Part 2. If you didn't, just a little short food for thought video for you folks. If you did enjoy this food for thought and did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. We will be doing a lot more of these. Until next time folks, we'll be here turning out. Thanks for watching.